Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel Code with ER. In this video guys, we are going to learn something new, something different. In this video, we are going to learn how to use this beautiful Sweet Alert 2. Okay, so let me show you the example guys. What is this beautiful Sweet Alert 2 guys? So click on the button show success message. See, this is a alert guys. Okay, this is a Sweet Alert 2. Okay, and let me show you the normal JavaScript alert guys. This is a normal JavaScript alert. Okay, so in this video guys, we are not gonna use this normal JavaScript alert in our video, in our project anymore. Rather than we are going to use this normal and awesome looking Sweet Alert 2, so that it will make your project dynamic as well as beautiful too. So it is very dynamic and very functional guys. So you can use this alert in many programming, in many JavaScript frameworks as well, like Angular, React, Vue.js, PHP as well, jQuery as well. So in this video guys, we are gonna learn how to use this Sweet Alert 2 in our project and in our coding, and will alert some of the advanced messages or alert to the user in this video. Okay, so remember one thing guys, we are not gonna use this JavaScript normal alert anymore in this video, but we are gonna use this alert in our video today. Okay, so let's get started guys and learn how to use this Sweet Alert in our programming and in our coding. Okay guys, but before starting of the video guys, I would like to request you, please subscribe to my YouTube channel Code with ER, and please like all my videos, so that it is going to give me confidence, it is going to give me motivation to make awesome videos for you guys on web development and web designing, so that you can learn from this video. Okay, so guys, please subscribe to my YouTube channel Code with ER, and please like all my videos, so that it will give me confidence, it will give me motivation to make awesome videos for you, so that you can learn from this video as well. Okay guys, so let's get started and learn how to use this Sweet Alert in our programming. Remember one thing guys, we are not gonna use this normal alert, this JavaScript normal alert anymore in this project. Okay, so I would like to request you guys, please hear till last and watch the entire video. I'm sure you're gonna learn how to use this Sweet Alert in your coding as well as in your programming, so that you can make your website as well as your client website awesome and dynamic looking also. Okay, so guys, let's get started and let's go to the code editor now. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel Code with ER guys, it means a lot. Okay, thank you guys. So let's get started and learn how to use this Sweet Alert. Okay guys, it has got lot of APIs. Okay, let me show you the integrations. See, you can use this Sweet Alert 2 in React, Vue, Angular as well. Okay, so there are lots of APIs guys. Also there are icons also. We are going to learn how to use these icons like success, error, warning, info, question. Okay, so there are installations also. You can use this Sweet Alert as CDN also guys. Okay, you just have to copy this link and paste this CDN link in your project, in your coding. Okay, then only you will be able to alert this Sweet Alert in your programming, in your coding. So I'm going to create a new page guys. So let's go to the code editor now and create a new page and give it a Sweet Alert 2.html. Save this file. Okay, so HTML Code with ER Prabhat Pandit. Okay, please guys, be here till last. In this video we are gonna learn some advanced feature of this Sweet Alert. Okay guys, please be here guys. I'm sure you will love this tutorial, this programming, this coding session, because in this video we are going to learn some advanced feature of this Sweet Alert. Okay, so that you will forget normal alert in your coding, in your programming, since now you are gonna use this Sweet Alert guys in your coding, in your programming. Okay, it is very dynamic and very functional as well. Okay, so let's go back to the code editor now and paste this CDN link here guys. Okay, so let me copy CDN link for jQuery guys as well. So this is the CDN link for jQuery. Paste it here, paste in the bottom of the page, and remove this. We have already included this in the head section. Okay, this is the CDN link for SweetAlert 2 guys. Okay, and this is the CDN link for jQuery. Okay, so let's get started guys and learn how to use this awesome and dynamic SweetAlert 2 in our coding and in our project. So let's get back to code editor now. So first of all guys, let's go here and copy this alert. Okay, so copy this and create a script tag guys and paste it here. Okay, save your code, copy file path, go to the browser and open it here. Localhost. Okay, so see guys, okay, from here we can change the message also. Okay, okay, we love programming and nothing else at all. Okay guys, we only loves programming guys and nothing else. Okay, for programmer, for people like us, we are a programmer guys. Okay, and we only love programming, nothing else. So save your code guys, go to the browser and refresh your page. See, we love programming and nothing else at all. Okay, so see, but you don't like to this alert, like this. Okay, as soon as user refresh or load his page, the alert should not come. Okay, so we have to give some kind of event, then only this alert should work. Okay, so let me paste one more thing guys. Just copy this CDN link for Bootstrap, go here and paste it here. Okay guys, we don't want this alert to work as soon as user, see, as soon as I am loading my page, I am refreshing my page, this SweetAlert loads. Okay, this SweetAlert works, but we don't want this. Okay, we want this to happen only when user has emitted some kind of event like click event, change event. Okay, there are lots of event, other event also guys. So we want this alert to work only when user emit some kind of event. Okay, click or change event. Okay, so let me create a button guys, give it a class as SweetAlert 2 btn and btn primary. Okay, give my btn also, give id also guys as my btn. Okay, give type as button and close this button. Now be here guys till last. I'm sure you will love this tutorial. Okay, because we are going to learn some advanced feature of this SweetAlert 2. Okay, this SweetAlert 2, we are going to learn some advanced feature of it in this video, in this tutorial today. Okay, so I would like to request you here till last and watch the entire video guys. But please subscribe to my YouTube channel Code with ER guys also, it means a lot to me. Okay, please subscribe to my YouTube channel Code with ER guys. So let's get started now. So give click me. Okay, so save your code, go to the browser and refresh your page. As you can see guys, this is the button, but we want this alert to happen only when user is going to click on this button. Okay, so for this guys, create a var give btn and document dot query selector. Okay, so select this button, give his id as a hash, because we have to use id here. You can use class as well guys. So save this code now, and I'm going to add an event listener on this button guys. Okay, I'm going to add this button on this button, add event listener, click. Okay, then only we'll run a function. So close this. Let's see if it works or not. So cut this and paste it here. Save your code. Go to the browser and refresh your page. Refresh your page, guys. Okay, so see, we don't see any alert as of now. We will see alert only if the user is going to click on this button, guys. Okay, so I'm going to click on this button and let's see if it works or not. Okay, see, it works, guys. As you can see, this alert works. Okay, it is only working when user is going to use some event on this page, guys. Okay, it is only working when the user is going to do some kind of event like click event, change event and other event. Okay, then only this alert should work. So it is working as expected. Okay, guys, so now let's go back to your code and learn some advanced technique of some advanced features of this switch alert, guys. Okay, so go here and we'll learn some advanced technique and advanced feature of this switch alert, guys. Okay, so let me go here and wait, guys, I'm looking for something. I will give each and everything to you. I will give some extra classes also. You will love this switch alert, guys, I'm sure. Just be here till last. So copy this script, guys. Okay, copy this script and paste it here. Okay, paste it here inside the above of this script. Okay, paste it here, guys. So save your code. Okay, go up and create one more button, guys. Okay, create one more button and give it a class as extra class as dd. Okay, and change this id also, because id should be only one in a single page. So save your code, go to the browser and refresh your page. See, now give first and give second also. Okay, save your code, go to the browser and refresh your page. See, when we are going to click on this first button, guys, it is going to, okay, I have commented this. Inspect this code. It is showing 2 error. Okay, copy this jQuery and put it above. Okay, so save your code, go to the browser and refresh your page. And got on 50. Okay, remove this. We have to be very careful, guys, while writing the code. Save your code, go to the browser and refresh your page. Okay, so now everything is resolved, no issue at all. So it should work now. Okay, so click on the button 1, guys. You will see a different alert. Okay, see, here we are seeing only nothing but text and OK button. Okay, so click OK and click on the button 2 now. See, here we have icons also, a question mark icons also. Subscribe to my channel, guys. Please click me, no way, and cancel me. See, when we are going to alert, use this alert guys, you're not able to close this alert when you are going to click outside of this alert. Okay, you will be able to close this alert only if you are going to click any of this button guys. Okay, you're going to alert, you're going to remove this alert, you're going to fade out this alert only when you are going to click any of the button guys. Okay, so I'm going to click now cancel me. Okay, just click on the first button guys. You can disable or hide away this alert guys by clicking escape key also, and by clicking on this empty space also. Okay, on the outside of this alert also. Okay, so I'm going to click outside of this alert, see it disappears. Okay, I'm going to press escape key guys, it will disappear, see. So let me explain you guys this switch alert. Okay, it is saying that the title of this alert should be please subscribe to my channel. Okay, so subscribe to my channel guys please. Okay, and the icon is question icon, this icon guys, this icon, question icon. Okay, and show confirm button is false. Okay, as of now show confirm button is false, and we have now given show confirm a timer as false. Okay, allow escape means that the user should hide away this alert by clicking the escape key, but in this case this is false. Okay, show deny button, this is true, means deny button, this is true. Okay, so let me go to the switch alert API guys, so that then only you will be able to understand clearly. Okay, so first go to the title and search for the title. Okay, see this is the title guys. Okay, a title, oops, this is a title guys. Okay, so and this is the text, something went wrong. Okay, something went wrong, this is the title. Okay, this is the question guys, let me show you this is the icon. Okay, this here icon is error. Okay, here icon is question mark. Okay, here show confirm button is true. Okay, here we have given show confirm button is true. So let me search this show confirm button. There are lots of API guys, see this is show confirm button. Let me go to the API, then only I will show you some show confirm button. Okay, yeah, show confirm button, this is here guys. As of now by default it is true. Okay, if set to false a confirm button will not be shown. Okay, as of now if I make this as false, we won't be able to see this confirm button. Save your code, go to the browser and refresh your page, click on the button 2 guys. See we are not able to see a third button. Okay, previously we used to see 3 buttons here, but now we are able to see only 2 buttons here. Okay, so let me revert it back, make it as true, save your code, go to the browser and refresh your page, click on the button 2. See we are able to see 3 button now. Okay, so allow escape key, let's copy this API and paste here and search allow. Yeah, see allow escape key true, by default the value is true guys. Okay, but here I have made this as false. Okay, means if set to false the user can't dismiss the pop-up by pressing the escape key. Okay, you can also pass a custom function returning a boolean value. Example, if you want to disable the escape key for the loading state of a pop-up. Okay, as of now allow escape key value is true, but here we have given false, means user is not able to escape this pop-up by pressing the escape button. Okay, so I am pressing here escape button, nothing is happening guys. Okay, so go back, show deny button, as of now I have given true. Okay, let's go to the switch alert and find this show deny button. See show, this is the show deny button guys. Okay, the default is false, but I have given here true, that's why we are able to see this 3 button. Okay, let's make it false now. As of now, save your code, go to the browser and refresh your page. See, we are able to see two button only because we have disabled show deny button. Revert it back to true, save your code, and here show cancel button is true. Okay, go to the switch alert and find this show cancel button. Okay, see, show cancel button here by default value is false, but I have given here in coding true. That's why I am able to see this button. Okay, if set to true, a cancel button will be shown, which the user can click on to dismiss the modal. Okay, so user can dismiss the modal by clicking this show cancel button also. Okay, so save your code, go to the browser and refresh your page. Okay, see, when user is going to click on this button, this modal will be faded, but this modal will be dismissed. Okay, so click on the cancel button now. See, the modal is dismissed now. Okay, so go to the code, allow outside click, which means guys, the user can dismiss this pop-up, this modal by clicking outside of the modal also. Okay, as of now I am not able to do that because I have given allow outside click is false. Okay, as of now I am not able to do that. Okay, because I have given it false. Let's make it true now. Save your code, go to the browser and refresh your page. Click on the button 2 now, and I am going to click outside of this modal guys. Okay, I am going to click outside of this modal guys. So click here. See, the modal is dismissed now. Okay, so let's go back to the code now, and we are able to change this color also guys. Let me go to the code and refresh your page. Click on the button 2. See guys, we are able to change this button color also. Okay, so as of now, just this is the cancel button color guys. Okay, I have given here black. Let's make it red. Okay, red. Save your code, go to the browser and refresh your page. Click on the button. See, it is red now. Okay, and deny button color guys, as of now it is blue. The button blue, here is a deny button. Okay, so let's make this as pink. Save your code, go to the browser and refresh your page. See, the button is pink now. Okay, and as of now the confirm button color is teal. This teal button is guys this confirm button color. Okay, so make as of now, give it as a black. Okay, save your code, go to the browser and refresh your page. Okay, click on the button 2. See, the button has become black now. Okay, so guys, this is fully customizable, fully functional and fully dynamic as well. We are going to learn this some advanced feature of this switch alert guys. So I would like to request you, please be here till last and watch entire video. You're gonna love this switch alert guys. Okay, and please, I would like to request you, please subscribe to my YouTube channel CodeWithER. Okay guys, and please like all my videos as well. Okay, so let's go to the code now, and see guys, now we are going to change this text, click me, no way and cancel me. Okay, we can change the text also of this button guys. Okay, we are able to change this text also. So just go here, confirm button text. Okay, as it says confirm button text, as of now I have given click me. So let's go here and change this to code with, okay, change this to code with Prabhat Pandit. Okay, save your code, go to the browser and refresh your page. Click on the button 2 now. See, code with Prabhat Pandit. Okay, so and now cancel button text. See guys, we can change this cancel button text also. As of now I have given click me or cancel me, so just change this to try me. Save your code, try me, save your code, go to the browser and refresh your page. Click on the button 2. See, the text is now try me. Okay, so we can change this text also guys, this deny button text. As of now I have given no way, but we can change this to please click me. Okay, save your code, go to the browser and refresh your page. Click on the button 2. See, we have changed the text of the button, guys. Okay, so first of all, let me revert this color to as blue, so then only you will be able to see the text of the button. Save your code, go to the browser and refresh your page. See, code with Prabhat Pandit, please click me and try me. See, the button is fully customizable, guys. In short, guys, I wanna say this suit alert modal is fully customizable and fully functional. Okay, you can do anything whatever you want to do with this modal. Okay, as of now, give false to all so that we won't be able to dismiss the modal by clicking outside of it. Okay, so false, save your code, go to the browser and refresh your page. Okay, click on the button 2. Nothing is happening. I am clicking outside of this modal. I am pressing the escape key also. Nothing is happening. Okay, give it true. Show cancel button, give it true also. Okay, save your code, go to the browser and refresh your page. Okay, see, code with Prabhat Pandit, please click me, try me. Okay, so we are able to change each and everything of this modal, guys, this pop-up. Okay, so it is fully functional and fully customizable to use in your project as per your need, as per your requirements. Okay, so let's go back to the code now and go to the first button, guys. See, in order to use this alert, guys, in order to use this switch alert, you have to call this sol.fire. Okay, this is a method, guys. This is a method. Okay, so you have, in order to use this alert, you have to call sol.fire. Okay, so we are going to modify this second modal, guys, second pop-up. Okay, so let's go here and open this and close this. Okay, so go to this switch alert, guys. Okay, so now we are gonna use icons also. First of all, give title. Just pay attention, guys. Here you will learn a lot of things. Code with ER Prabhat Pandit. Okay, this suite alert, guys, is fully functional and fully dynamic to use in your project, in your coding also. Okay, and give icon as of now, give success, give text as Prabhat Pandit. You can give any kind of text, guys. It is fully functional and fully programming. Okay, fully functional, fully dynamic. You can use HTML also, guys. So let's go here and paste this, copy this HTML and paste it here. Okay, or paste it here. So save your code, go to the browser and refresh your page. Okay, guys, click on the first button. See, this is the icon for, this is the title, code with ER Prabhat Pandit. This is the icon, the tick icon is for success, guys. The text is Prabhat Pandit and the HTML is we love programming and nothing else at all. Okay, so this is fully functional, guys. Okay, and you can remove this text. Remove this text, guys. Okay, and as of now you can allow this button also. Okay, so go here and copy this and paste it here guys. Okay, and let's see the magic. Okay, you can give anything in your alert, in your pop-up. Okay, save your code and let's see if this works or not. Save your code, go to the browser and refresh your page. Okay, as of now we are able to see only one button, which is okay. Okay, so save your code, go to the browser and refresh your page. Click on the button first. See guys, we have got now 3 button. Okay, okay, no and cancel. And as you have seen here, we can change the text as well as we can change the background color of the button also guys. Okay, so this is fully function and fully programming. Okay, we can't do anything by clicking outside of this modal as of now, because we have given allow escape key as false. Okay, so as of now I have set timer of false, so give the timer now for the 500 milliseconds. Save your code, go to the browser, and after 5 milliseconds guys, this modal will dismissed on its own. Okay, so save your code, go to the browser and refresh your page. Click on the button first. See, let me increase the timing guys, so that you will be able to see, because I have given timer. Okay, so save your code, go to the browser and refresh your page. See, it disappears on its own because we have given timer here guys. Okay, we have given timer here. So now let's learn some extra stuff of this switch alert guys. Okay, so now go to the icons and use the entire icon. Okay, see, this is the icon: success, error, warning, info and question. As of now I have used here success, so just as of now make this timer as false. Okay, as of now I have given this icon guys as success. Now try error. Save your code, go to the browser and refresh your page. Refresh your page, click on the button first. See, this is the icon for error. Okay, you can show something error on this modal also, on this pop-up also. So click cancel, go to the modal and change the icon now. Now use warning. Okay, copy it from here and paste it here. Warning. Okay, save your code, go to the browser and refresh your page. See, this icon is used for warning. Okay, this icon is used for warning. You can also try it here guys. The button is given here, try me. Click here, the icon is for success. Try me, this icon is for error. Try me, this icon is for warning. Try me, this error is for info. And try me, this error is for questions. Okay, so copy this question from here and paste it here. Save your code, go to the browser and refresh your page. Okay, so click on the first button now. See, this is the icon for question. I have given icon for question guys. Okay, so this is the title, Code with ER Prabhat Pandit, and this is the HTML guys. We love programming and nothing else at all. Okay, we programmer only love programming guys, as you know. So we have got 3 button here also. Allow escape is false, timer is false, show deny button is true, show cancel button is true, and allow outside click is false. That's why we are not able to do anything when I am going to click outside of this modal. Okay guys, so let's go back to code and learn some extra stuff from this switch alert. Okay, so guys, please subscribe to my YouTube channel Code with ER guys. It means a lot. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel Code with ER and like all my videos guys. Thanks a lot. So go back to the code, go to the switch alert. Okay, so now let me show you something different guys. Let me show you something different here. So copy this guys, copy this script tag and go to your switch alert true and paste it here. Okay, and remove this comments from here. Okay, so we have to create a new button, guys. Okay, we have to create a new button. So copy this button, guys, and give this to 3, and on the we have to change the button ID. Okay, give btn. Okay, so save your code. Now we have to call this button. Okay, we have to call this button when someone is going to click on the third button. So on click we are going to run this function. Okay, so save your code, go to the browser and refresh your page. So now we have got another button, guys. 3 button. Now we have seen button 1, button 2 and button 3. So I am going to click on the button 3rd now, and let's see what happened. See, and 3rd button, subscribe to my. Okay, it has got DD also. Just remove this DD. Okay, just remove this my btn. Okay, save your code, go to the browser and refresh your page. See, click on the button 3rd now. See, this pop-up says, guys, this link is broken and may harm your device. Do you still want to continue? You can alert user, guys. Okay, if he is going to click some broken link, some malicious link, then guys, you can alert the user that this link is broken. Do you still want to continue? Okay, as it might harm his devices or laptop or mobile. Okay, so we can use this alert, guys. Okay, to show user this kind of alert also. This this alert says this link is broken and may harm your device. Do you still want to continue? If user will cancel, if user will press no or cancel, okay, then this modal will don't do anything. Okay, if you remember one thing, if user is going to press no or cancel, this modal will be dismissed and nothing will be happen. Okay, so I'm going to click on the cancel now. See, nothing will be happen. I'm going to click on the button 3 again. I'm going to press on no. I'm going to click no. Nothing happen. You are safe now. Okay, you are safe now. So click on the button 3rd now. Now I am going to click yes. Yes, I wanted to continue. I'm going to click on the yes. Okay, so I'm going to click now on yes button, guys. Okay, and let's see, you are being redirected now. Means Google page is being redirected. Okay, let's do it one more time, guys. Click on the 3rd button. I'm going to click yes, I wanted to continue. Then only it will open a new pop-up. Okay, and it will say you are being redirected. It will say this link is broken, and it will return when the user is going to press this yes button, guys. Then it will return a response. Okay, it will return a promise, then is a response. Okay, it will return a promise, guys, then result. Okay, if result is confirmed, means user has pressed this yes button. Okay, if result dot is confirmed, means user has pressed yes, then you will be able to see this text, you are being redirected. The icon will be error, and I have set timeout. Okay, I have given set timeout for the 2000 milliseconds. Okay, after 2000 milliseconds you will be redirected to this URL, window.location.href, which is google.com. So I'm going to press this yes button now. You will be able to see a different modal, and you are going to see you are being redirected now. So I am going to press yes now. You are being redirected now. Okay, see, you have come here to google.com. Okay, so go back. Okay, guys, so see, you can alert this kind of alert to user that he is going to click on the broken link. If you don't want to continue, he can press no, he can press cancel. If he wanted to continue, he can press yes, and he will be redirected to the URL. Okay, the URL which I have given here. Okay, window.location.href google.com. Okay, so let's go back to the code. Okay guys, and there are lots of other thing guys. Okay, I would recommend you please go to this switch alert too, and please learn APIs. Okay, there are lots of APIs, and this is fully functional and fully dynamic guys. Okay, you can use this alert into your programming, into your coding. Okay, so let's go back to the code now. See, you can use a title, icon, HTML, timer also. There are lots of stuff guys, there are lots of APIs. Okay, so just go to the switch alert guys and try it by yourself, then only you will be able to learn. Okay, you can use this, you just have to copy this CDN link and you just have to paste in your coding. You are free to use this switch alert now. Okay guys, so there are lots of Ajax method also. See, this is the avatar, this is pin2 avatar. Okay, so there are lots of APIs guys. See, this is you can use this alert in Urdu language also. If you know Urdu, you can use this alert also guys. Okay, this is fully dynamic and fully functional. It will automatically close. See, a message with custom width, padding, background and animated cat. Okay, see, this is the custom modal. Okay, you can put anything instead of this. It is fully functional and fully dynamic and fully customizable as well. Okay, so try me. This is the switch alert. Okay, this is the switch alert. Okay, it will fetch images from this API. Okay, from this API, this is a dynamic image. It will fetch different image every time. Okay, so try me. Are you sure you won't be able to revert this? Okay, it is asking, the user is going to click, he wants to delete some file. Okay, and then this modal is asking, you won't be able to revert it back. Okay, if you click yes, delete it. So we can use this kind of modal guys also to alert user this kind of alert. Okay, yes, I wanted to delete, as the file has been deleted, press OK. As I have already shown you guys here, we can alert the user, this link is broken and may harm your device. Do you still want to continue? He wants to press yes. You will be redirected now. See, he is here at google.com. So there are lots of API guys. Just go and try it yourself. Are you sure you won't be able to revert it back? Yes, deleted. See, this is the animation guys. This is animation, custom animation with animate.css. Okay, so you can use a lot of API guys here. So let me go to the animate.com. okay, and we'll show you how to use this animation. Okay, go here, this is animate.com guys. Okay, and lots of animations also. So just copy this link and paste in your head section. Okay, in your head section, paste it here, save your code, go to the browser and see, you are able to use lots of animation here also. Okay, so just go here and copy this and paste in any of your modal, and let's see if it works for us or not. Okay, so paste it here, let's see if it works for us or not. Okay guys, so save your code, go to the browser and refresh your page. So click on the button first. Okay, nothing is happening. Click on the button 2. Yeah, see, it works guys. It works for us also. See, it works for us also. Okay, so as you can see guys, this is fully dynamic and fully functional. Okay, you just have to go there and try it out by yourself. So for show class guys, we are using this animate, and for hide class we are using fade out. Okay, so I will show some extra stuff here also. Just be here till last. This is fully dynamic and fully advanced tutorial for Sweet Alert 2 guys. Okay, so save your code, go to the browser and refresh your page. Okay, so click on the second button. See, it is fading from the top to the center and it is fading out. See, it is fading in and fading out. Okay, so go to this animate now, and I will copy it and paste it here, and just paste it here. Okay, animate jello. Save your code, go to the browser and refresh your page. Click on the second button. It is coming from top. See, it disappears. See, it disappears guys. As you can see, this is fully functional. Okay, this is fully functional guys. So let's try some other stuff. So copy this and paste it here. Okay, paste it here. Save your code, go to the browser and refresh your page. Okay, save your code, click on the second button now. See, it is coming from top. Cancel, click on try me. See, it is fading in down. See, fading in down. See guys, this is the magic of this Sweet Alert guys. Okay, you are able to customize according to your needs, according to your requirements guys. Okay, this is the beauty of this Sweet Alert guys. Okay, so I would recommend you guys, please go here and try it in your project. Okay, so now we are going to learn something advanced in this tutorial now. So guys, let's get back here. Okay, so save this code, copy the file path, go to the browser and open in window. Okay, so localhost. Okay guys, in this video guys, we have got two input field. Okay, and whenever I am going to alert, whenever user is going to click the submit button, he will be alert. Okay, he will be alert. So click on the button, click me now. See, please fill the input field. Something went wrong. Okay, something went wrong. I'm going to click on, I'm going to fill the field now. Prabhat Pandit. Okay, see, Prabhat Pandit, please give email address. Something went wrong. Okay, it is saying Prabhat Pandit, please give email address, and the icon is for error. See guys, this is fully dynamic and fully functional. Okay, so in this video we are going to learn this advanced feature of Sweet Alert 2. So please guys, subscribe to my YouTube channel Code with ER, and please like all my videos guys. Thanks a lot. So let's go back here. See, it is saying Prabhat Pandit, please give email address. Okay, so I have to put email address also. So I have given email address, and as of now guys, I have given a wrong email address. Okay, this is a wrong email address. So press on the button, click me now. See, email address is wrong and the icon is for error. Okay, the email address is wrong. Okay, so click now. Great job Prabhat Pandit, thank you for your interest in us. We will be contact on this email address, pintuprabhat@yahoo.com. Okay, see guys, this is fully functional and fully dynamic. Click OK, click again, click OK, refresh your page, give Pooja. See, it is saying Pooja, please give email address. It is saying Pooja, please give email address. Click OK and put email address. Put email address. See, click on the button now. Click me. See, great job, Pooja. Thank you for your interest in us. We will contact you on this email address. See, the email address you has given here. This is fully functional and fully dynamic, guys. So in this video we are gonna learn how to make this kind of stuff. So let me show you one more advanced feature of this, guys. Enable this input type file. Okay, input type file, enable this. Make this also enable this also. Okay, so save your code, enable this also. So save your code, go to the browser and refresh your page, guys. Okay, so put your name, Prabhat Pandit, put your email address here and select an image. Okay, this is the image, guys. I am going to select. Okay, I am going to click now. See, guys, great job, Prabhat Pandit, and you are able to see images also. Okay, this is fully functional and fully dynamic, guys. So we now in this video we are going to learn how to make this kind of modal as well. So be here, guys, till last. Click okay, sure. See, so in this video we are going to learn how to make this modal. Okay, bootstrap, I mean Sweet Alert modal. Okay, this is a Sweet Alert modal, guys. Okay, pop up. So you have to go here, guys, and you have to explore each and everything. There is a lot to learn, guys, in this Sweet Alert. Okay, so let's get started, guys, and learn how to make this kind of stuff. Okay, see, great job, Prabhat. An image you have uploaded here, button. So create a new page and give it a name as myalert.html. Okay, so save this page, save now. HTML code with ER Prabhat Pandit. Okay, so let me copy this bootstrap from here and paste it here and copy. Let me copy this CDN link for jQuery as well as CDN link for Sweet Alert 2 and paste it here in the bottom of the page. Paste it here. So, guys, let's get started now and learn how to make this awesome alert, guys. Okay, so create a div, give it a class as width 50, mx auto, and give justify content center. Okay, close this div now, and inside this div create form, give class as form group and give enc type as multipart / form data. Okay, this is used for file. Okay, guys, this enc type is used for file uploading. Okay, through this form, guys. Okay, so close this form, and inside this form, guys, create div, give it a class as form group, close this div. Inside this div, guys, create input field. Okay, create input type equal to text. Okay, give placeholder, please enter your name, give classes also form control. Okay, give ID as well as my name, okay. Copy this div and paste it three times, okay. Make this as file and please select your file, okay. Make this as type email and give ID as email and change this text to please enter your email address, okay. So create another div, give it a class as form group, close this div, and inside this div guys create a button, okay. Button, give it a class as my btn primary, okay. Give ID also as my btn, okay. And give type as button guys, and close this button also, give text click now, okay. So save your code, go to the browser and copy this file path, paste here and put localhost, okay. So give some margin from top, margin top 5. Save your code, go to the browser and refresh your page. As of now we have seen three input. One input is for name, another input is for email, and the last input is for file type, okay. So nothing is happening as I am clicking on the button now. So let's go back to the code and start writing your JavaScript, okay. We will make this exactly like this, okay. I will explain you each and everything guys. Just be here till last, and please I would like to request you, please subscribe to my YouTube channel Code with ER guys, and please like all my videos also, it means a lot to me guys, okay. Thank you guys. So go back to your code, go to the browser, code editor, and start writing your coding, okay. So script, go bottom, so now we have to write JavaScript guys, okay. We have to write now JavaScript, okay. So create a var btn and document dot query selector, okay. We are going to select this button guys, okay. This button, my btn, with its ID. So paste it here, okay. Now on this button we are going to append on click event, okay. So btn dot on click, it is going to run a function, okay. So first of all alert, and let's see if it is working or not. It is a good practice guys. You have to alert if you are like appending some kind of event, some kind of action on the button or on the input field. It is a good practice guys. So save your code, go to the browser and refresh your page. Yeah, it's working, it's alerting high. So I'm sorry guys, I forgot to use switch alert here, because I have already told in this video we are not gonna use this. In this video we are not gonna use this alert guys, rather we are gonna use this alert, okay. So copy this and paste it here. So sorry guys, paste it here, go your code, refresh your page. It is saying, yeah, it is working. So now start writing your code. remove this, we don't want this as of now, so remove this. Create a var as username document dot query selector and we are gonna select this first input. Okay, we are gonna select this first input, guys, with its ID. Okay, my name. So paste it here, create another variable as email document dot query selector. We are gonna select this email. Okay, this email with its ID as GIF file. Okay, with its ID as email. Okay, we are gonna select the second element, the second input field, and again for file. Okay, so document dot query selector, we are gonna select input type image. Okay guys, input type file with its ID file. Okay, so paste it here and we are gonna append file. Okay, so this is an array, guys, so we are going to use its first attribute, its 0 attribute, which is as name. Okay, which is as name. So save your code. Okay, which is as name. So on click, so first of all, now we have to check if user has inputted something into the input field or not. Okay, so as of now, just comment this out and close this here. So now we are going to check if user has inputted something into this input field or not. Okay, so as of now, just hide this also, comment this also, save your code, go to the browser and refresh your page. So go here and check if user has inputted something into the input field or not. If okay, so username, this username dot length, okay, is equal to blank. Okay, or username dot length is less than 2. Okay, or email is equal to empty. Then we're gonna alert here. So go back here and copy this alert, guys. Okay, I have already explained you guys what it is, so I will explain you here one more time. So it is saying, guys, if user has not submitted anything into this input field, guys, okay, then we are gonna alert this alert. Okay, switch alert, guys. Okay, this switch alert. So title will be fill the input field, guys. HTML will be something went wrong. Icon will be error icon. Allow escape will be false. Allow outside will be false. Okay, so save your code, go to the browser and refresh your page. Let's see if it work or not. So click on the button now. It's saying something is wrong. Go to the console. Nothing is wrong, guys. Okay, so save your code, go to the browser and refresh your page. Nothing is happening. Let me just check what has happened. Nothing is happening. my btn username, this username, query selector. Okay, sorry guys, we have to give it, take its value also, so I forgot to take value also. So value, okay, save your code, go to the browser and refresh your page, click on the button. Now see, it is saying, I have already explained you, the icon will be error icon, HTML will be something went wrong, and title will be fill the input field. This is the title, and this is the button is okay, and outside click is disabled, and allow escape key is also disabled. Okay, so we have to click on the OK button only. Okay, so click OK. So now fill something into the input field. See, nothing is happening, so our code is working now. Okay, so let's go back to the code and start writing code. Okay, so now, okay, if else if else if else if let me go back to this code guys, and let me copy one more thing from here. This is the function to check if email address is valid email address or not. So paste it here below this. So this says guys, if email address is valid email address or not. So copy this and paste it here. Else if it is saying the email address given by the user is a valid email address or not. Okay, so we're gonna alert, copy this alert and paste it here. So write this text, not a valid email address. Okay, and the title will be something went wrong, and the icon will be error only. So save your code, go to the browser and refresh your page. Okay, please fill the input field. So give Pooja, please fill the input field. So this time enter a wrong email address guys. Okay, this is a wrong email address. See, it is saying not a valid email address guys. Okay, something went wrong. Okay, so as I already said guys, this switch alert pop-up guys is fully dynamic and fully functional. I would recommend you guys use this alert in your project and forget this normal alert guys. Okay, don't use this alert from now onwards. Okay, I would recommend you use this alert guys. It is fully functional and fully dynamic guys. Okay, so let's go back to the code saying not a valid email address, give an email address. See, nothing is happening, no alert, no error message. So go back to your code now and start writing again. Okay, so now we'll check about this file. Revert it back. As of now, let it be file. Okay, so else, okay, else, let's go to the else part now. Else will alert some message to the user. Okay, some advanced message to the user. Go here and copy this and paste it here. Will explain you what is it. I'm doing guys this only to save time. Okay, so that it will save a lot of time guys. I will explain you here each and everything rather than writing each and everything guys. I will explain you here each and everything. So when everything will be okay and fine from here guys, when everything will be okay and fine from here, okay, means user has inputted valid name and valid email address, okay, then this else part will run, okay. So this else part says title would be great job and the username will be here and the text will be, okay, text will be this, icon will be this. I will explain you each and everything. As of now, just comment this out, and make this align in a same line, okay. So title is saying great job, username, text thank you for your interest in us, we will contact you on this email address, and the email address given by the user, the icon will be success icon, allow escape will be false, timer will be false, okay, confirm button text will be okay sure, allow escape will be false, okay. So remove this, it is up to time, and allow aside click will be false. So save your code, go to the browser and refresh your page, okay. Click without putting anything into the input box, see, fill the input field, so give Prabhat Pandit, okay. So let's make it one more thing guys, one more little bit dynamic now, so little bit dynamic, okay. Let's check, copy this if or copy this else part and paste it here. I'm going to show you something, some extra feature of this modal guys, okay, this switch alert to modal pop-up, okay, so that you will be able to understand what I am talking about, okay. So that's why I'm giving you some deep classes on this, okay. So copy this username and paste it here, okay, paste it here. So give this text to please enter your email address. So save your code, go to the browser and refresh your page, okay. See, fill the input field, so I have given Prabhat Pandit, okay, and by some reason guys I forget to put my email address, okay. So I forget to put my email address guys here in the input box, okay. So now I am going to press this click now button, okay, without putting my email address here. So see, please fill the input field, okay, remove this from here, save your code, go to the browser and refresh your page. So give Prabhat Pandit and press the button click now. See, it is saying give some extra space guys, give some extra space, save your code, go to the browser and refresh your page, okay. So put Prabhat Pandit and click the button click now. See, it is saying Prabhat Pandit, the name entered by the user, okay, this is the name entered by the user guys, okay. Please enter your email address, okay, something went wrong, okay. It is saying the user which has filled this form, it has says to that user, it says that to user, please Prabhat Pandit, please enter your email address, something went wrong. See, this is guys fully dynamic and fully functional, okay. So see, fine, now it's working. So username, this is the username, why it is not being selected. Okay, sorry guys, we should give this as username name. Okay, copy this and paste it here also, paste it here also, paste it here also. Fine, and username is here. Okay, save your code, go to the browser and refresh your page. So now this time put everything correct. Prabhat Pandit and email. So click on the button now. See, great job Prabhat Pandit, thank you for your interest in us. We will contact you on this email address, the email address given by the user. Input the into the input field. Okay, sure. See guys, this alert, this pop-up is fully dynamic and fully functional. You can use this alert in PHP as well guys, and you can use this alert in other JavaScript frameworks like Angular, React, Vue. There are lots of other frameworks guys. You are free to use this sweet alert. This is fully functional and fully dynamic. So it is saying, so I am explaining you, I'm going to explain this part guys. Okay, this part. So it is saying great job username. Okay, I have made this username to uppercase. Okay, and the text is thank you for your interest in us. We will contact you on this email address. This email address, the text is here. Thank you for your interest in us. We will contact you on this email address. The email address is here. Icon is success. This is tick mark. This icon is for success. Okay, allow escape key is false. It is not working here. And timer is also false guys. Okay, allow confirm button text is okay sure. This is okay sure, and outside click is false. So nothing is happening. User has to click on the OK button only. Okay, so click on the OK button now. So now we are gonna use some advanced feature. Okay, we are gonna use some advanced feature guys now. So just enable this file now and just uncomment this input field. Okay, uncomment this input field. Okay guys, and uncomment this HTML also, uncomment this HTML also guys. Save your code, go to the browser and refresh your page. Okay, I have explained to you guys each and everything. If you have any doubt guys understanding this video, you are free to ask me the question in the comment section. Okay, I will clear all your doubts, clear all your queries about this tutorial guys. Okay, based on Sweet Alert 2. So save your code, go to the browser and refresh your page. Okay, so this time fill each and everything correct. So give Prabhat Pandit, give correct email address and select image also guys. Okay, so this is the image I am going to select. I am going to click now. We have got some issues guys. IMG. Okay, this is file. Put file here. Okay, save your code, go to the browser. See, this is the variable guys. Where you have seen plus, I am using variable. Okay, this is the variable. Okay, so save your code, go to the browser and refresh your page. Okay, fill each and everything correct. Give Prabhat Pandit email address, select file. This time I'm going to select this file and click now. See, we have got here great job Prabhat Pandit, image and button here. Nothing is happening when I am clicking outside. Nothing is happening. So boom guys, see, this is fully functional and fully dynamic. It worked. Okay, great job Prabhat. The image I have selected and the text here is okay sure. Click on the button now. So see guys, change the image. See, it is fully functional and fully dynamic. Change the image. Sorry, change the image. See guys, this is fully functional and fully dynamic. Okay, so I would recommend you guys go there and learn how to use this alert Anyway guys, I have given you each and everything in this video. Okay, so you don't need to be worried about much thing. Okay, I have explained you clearly each and everything in this video. You are free to go here and learn as much as possible, okay, from this tutorial, okay, from this SweetAlert 2 guys. Okay, so you just have to go here and use this alert as a CDN. You can use this alert in React, Vue and Angular as well. So there are lots of API guys here. Just go here, explore the API, and please, I would recommend you guys, don't use this normal alert in your project anymore. Okay, start using this SweetAlert 2 in your project. It is fully functional and fully dynamic, and it will make your website, your web app, okay, web application more dynamic and more functional and more beautiful as well. Okay, this is the beauty of SweetAlert 2 guys. It is fully dynamic and fully functional. You can use this alert on anywhere, in any programming, in any languages. Like you can use this SweetAlert in PHP also guys. You are free to use JavaScript, jQuery, Angular, React, Vue, React.js. It is usable anywhere guys. Okay, just go here, learn about the API, about the configuration. I have given you each and everything in this video, so just go here and try some extra stuff guys. You are free to try. Okay, so thank you guys for being here till last, and I am sure guys you have learned now how to use this SweetAlert in your project. Okay guys, so as you know, we have come to the end of this tutorial guys. So please guys, I would recommend you, I will request you, please subscribe to my YouTube channel Code with ER, and please like all my videos guys. It means a lot to me. Okay, please, I am making a lot of effort to make videos for you guys. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel Code with ER, and please subscribe, like all my videos, so that it will give me confidence, it will give me motivation to make awesome videos on each and every topic of web development and web designing. So as you know guys, my all video is dedicated to someone who is very close to my heart. Okay, so thank you guys for being here till last, and thank you for watching the entire video. I am definitely sure, I am damn sure now you know how to use SweetAlert 2 in your project rather than using a normal JavaScript alert. Okay, so I would recommend you again, don't use normal JavaScript alert guys. Instead, use this alert in your project from now onwards. Okay, so thank you guys. See you in the next video. Till then, take care. Bye bye guys.